Should the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame change their name to the Music Hall of Fame? For years now, fans have complained that it should be called the Music Hall of Fame, and they've criticized the organization for its induction of non-rock artists. But I didn't see anyone bitching when Taco Bell started selling chicken nuggets. In a recent interview with Vulture, Rock Hall chairman John Sykes was asked if he understands why fans feel this way. He said yes, and I think it's because some people don't understand the meaning of rock and roll, which will surely not piss off any rock fans. He said if you go back to the original sound in the 50s, it was everything. It just became known as rock and roll. Rather than throwing the name out, it's doing a better job of communicating to people where rock and roll came from and what it's truly all about. Sykes shared an example of this when Jay-Z pushed back at being inducted. He told them rock is dead, it should be called the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. Sykes said hip hop is rock and roll, and Jay-Z disagreed. Sykes said we gotta do a better job explaining it. Little Richard, Otis Redding, Chuck Berry, these artists were cornerstones of rock and roll. If you look at the sounds over the years, these artists end up influencing hip hop. Jay-Z hemmed and hawed, but he showed up to this ceremony, and that made me feel like we had done our job to communicate that rock and roll is open to all. So do you agree with Sykes, or do you still think they should change the name? And on the same note, is Taco Bell one menu item away from being rebranded as Food Bell?